Good evening, people watching my stream on July 16th, 2026. Thank you for being here tonight. How are you? Thank you for stopping by my stream. Let's see. Hello, Vigil. Hi, Lunk. Hello, We're Going to the Moon. Hello, Stream Elements Bot. Hello, Spicy. Fur Tree. Lunk also. Good evening, Asil. Hi, Nimby. How have you been? Hello, OMG Tree. Thank you for stopping by my stream today. Good evening to you as well, Fur Tree. We have all the trees here. We have a forest. Let's see. Hi, Long. Thanks for being here. I was thinking this earlier, but I think Oyashiro-sama is a Mikanko? How so? Or is that a spoiler? So Oyashiro-sama is my enemy. I can kill him, I think. I think I could beat him in a fight. Or her. I don't know. You, Essie Stream. Hi, thanks for being here tonight. Hi, Asila. Hi, XY Gamer. Thanks for being here. Hey, Essie. Hi, Spicy. Hi, Tethra. Thanks for being here as well. Hee hee hee. A little bit of giggling. Very funny. By the way, Aether said hi before going to bed. Well, hello to you, Aether. I hope that you are resting well right now in your bed. I'll be sure to check on you later with your secret cameras. It's like little baby monitor. I gotta make sure you guys don't wake up in the middle of the night crying. I have to check in on you. Lurking emoji, enjoy your stay. Enjoy your stay. Let me take a sip. I'm here, you made it. You're awake. Hi, is Essie? Hi, also. Hi, also. Your name isn't also. Your name is Otto. But I meant to say also hi to you. How was Essie today? Oh my gosh. Today was not that bad. Everyone was nice to me. Everyone at my job was nice to me. The customers were nice and the people were nice. And I had a feeling. I don't know, I couldn't tell what it was this morning, but I had a very important feeling. And it was telling me I need to remove my nail polish. And I did. You know what happens when I get to the Essie store? A surprise visit by the company vice president. I very narrowly saved my entire career. Oh my gosh. It was terrifying. I was on the edge of my seat in like the bad way. But he said that my store looks great and that I'm doing a great job and that it's improved so much in like the time that I've been able to work on it. And so I did really good. I'm doing really good at my job, even though I'm not really good at it. I think mainly it's the people who are before me weren't really that good. But he told me that I was doing great. Save yourself from almost being reprimanded. I know, it was so close. I'm very lucky that I was able to detect something in the air. I could smell him coming or something. Essie coming in clutch. I know. Nice. Hey, Slayer. Hey, Crow. Hey, thank you for being here today, Slayer the Crow. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're going to play more Higurashi. And last time we were here, we went to the festival. And we were told about the evil curses, but The curses aren't real, so nothing's gonna happen. So we're just gonna probably hang out and play more fun games with our friends and, you know, that kind of thing. It'll be super cute. It'll be great. Anyways, I asked in the poll today if you guys would curse me. And it looks like 80% of you said that you would not. But 20% of you are my enemy. But that doesn't mean anything to me because I'm going to curse you first. Because I cursed you first, that means that you're not going to be able to get me because my curse is going to take effect before you even think about cursing me. Are we going to be cursed? You? I don't think so, unless you voted yes in the poll. I'm only gonna curse you if you voted yes. Who's reacting with the sad face emoji? Or is that blush? I can't tell. Oh, it is blush. It's like who's crying when they react. What curse? The curse that I place upon you in self-defense. I wish there were evil curses when I lived in the country. I wish there was evil curses too. I remember one time I did my groceries through Walmart, but the guy never showed up, and I'm assuming he just stole my groceries. And so I've never more in my life wanted to like cast a curse upon somebody, and I looked up how to do it, but I was too scared to. I should actually start a curse on someone. But what if something bad happens? What are you cursed with? Or we cursed with? If you guys voted yes in my poll, I'm going to curse you. I didn't think about it this far. I think I'll curse you with... Every time you close your eyes, you only see me. I'm watching you, always, no matter what's happening. Out of sight, out of mind is not true when you vote yes in my poll. So if I want to be cursed, I have to vote... Sorry, Essie, I'm changing my vote now. What are we cursed with? Oh, so a curse that prevents cursing. Very defensive. No food? Yay, what do you mean? That doesn't sound so bad. Well, I don't want to put an evil curse on you. Voted no. Can I change? No, you can't change it. You're not allowed to curse me. Don't even think about it. I know, such a terrible fate. I know. I think if that happened to me, I would just die. I know that kind of stuff is possible because when I play a lot of Stardew Valley, I'll dream about it and I'll see it every time I close my eyes. And it doesn't happen with any other games. I guess it used to happen when I'd play more fighting games. I guess that would also happen. And I'd imagine pressing the buttons in my mind and I'd think about what button goes into the next button. And it was very satisfying, even though it was fake satisfaction because I was just imagining it. But it happened a lot, specifically with Stardew Valley. Like, no other game ever got to, like, how terrible it would be with Stardew. I would dream about it. I would think about it all the time. I could see it when I closed my eyes. I had a sleepover with a friend once. An adult sleepover. I think I told you the story, because the phrasing adult sleepover is both familiar and suspicious. But I had an adult sleepover with a buddy I had, and we were both into Stardew Valley, and we both played Stardew so much on our, like, sleepover that I was like dreaming about it and I was talking in my sleep about it, and my friend like recorded me sleep talking about it, and I was like the seeds, I need the rare seeds or something like that. Gotta sleep. Good night. Good night, Eugene. Thanks for being here tonight. I hope I can see you again soon. Please rest well. I'm changing your clothes? I won't peek, don't worry. I'll curse you with good luck on ND at the cost of nothing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's so nice of you. I can give you luck too once I'm done with it. We can keep trading it back and forth. Mentally curse people who throw their cigarette butts out. I hope they lose $1 for every butt they throw. Yeah, that might be a good curse too. It's like Toma's arm when he gets bad luck because his arm cancels out blessings. I mean, maybe. No, Eugene. Good night. Night, Eugene. Night. Rest well. Good night. Hi, Seal and chat. Hi, Maurice. Welcome back to my stream as well. Oh, I dreamed about dodging lightning in Final Fantasy X. I see. Can sleepyheads have a sleepover? Yeah, you guys can have a sleepover. Just, you know, be normal and behave. Don't make anything happen that will be YouTube video essay YouTube video essay worthy. Be normal at your sleepover. Hey, Eugene, here's Mauricio. Good night, Eugene Krabs. Good night. Rest well, sweet dreams. So we're gonna start playing here in probably about 4 minutes. I have 2 drinks with me tonight. I have 1 cup of water and I have 1 mug of tea. I have throat coat today because I'll probably be using my throat more than usual. And the rules, if I say something bad, you're not allowed to laugh at me. But I've been looking forward to this one since last week. YouTube video essay? That's everything I do because I only stream on YouTube. YouTube video essay. I'm telling you to do only normal things and nothing that can be reported about for entertainment. No promises? No promises. What do you mean? Let's see. DZO. I remember being addicted to Duel Links when I had a dream where I lost a Yubo player. The Yubo. I'd rather not dream about that. That'd be more like a nightmare, I think. Ouch. Ouch indeed. Ouch indeed. Alright. Essay's essay is easy. Essay. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I'm not a big fan of writing anything. But if I had to write something, I'd prefer it to be some sort of like research thing and not a creative thing. Pinky swear? Pinky swear? Okay, good. I trust you. Hey, it's my favorite streamer, Tequila. Hey, it's my favorite Chad. Chad, thanks for being here tonight, Chad, who is my favorite Chad. I appreciate you. Did they OTK you with Nightmare Pain Long? Oh, dang. A true nightmare, indeed. So no knife fight deathmatch? No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. The dream was pretty detailed, spicy. I was close to winning, but my cards got sent back to the extra deck. Oh no! Also, why is the no going down? You're supposed to vote no, not yes. Why do you want to curse me? Well, I told you what my curse would be. What curse would you put on me? That's what I'm concerned about. What would you curse me with? I did my best to not be super violent despite how much I like being violent and terrible and evil, but I have to keep you guys safe. I have to keep you guys safe. What would you curse me with? I curse you to lose coin flip? You don't need to curse me to lose the coin flip. I do that by myself already. You're gonna cancel out my bad luck with your curse of losing coin flip, and I'm just gonna win every coin flip then. Which maybe is your point, and you're being really nice to me. Maybe. That is a possibility. And that if that is the case, then I think I'm not gonna... I think I'm gonna let it happen. Yeah, that's the idea. Perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. God. I'd curse you so you'd get really good pulls, but you have to fight Mikanko player for a month? Only Mikanko players and nothing else for a whole month? Or is there other stuff mixed in? I found out that Mikanko is legal in the event. Well, you found out too late to torture me with it. Thank God for that. But maybe you can make someone else sad about it. Maybe that's gonna be fun. I imagine you already finished the event though. Nope, only Mikanko's. Only Mikanko? What if it's Mikanko mixed with something else? Like, it's Mikanko and... What's something you put Mikanko with? I don't even know what works with Mikanko because I have no idea how they work because I refuse to read their dang cards. Those ones are too hard to read. I don't like it. It makes me think too hard. This Preda plant is so hard to play compared to Radiant Typhoon? So what you're telling me is that I'm allowed to play Radiant Typhoon. Any silly work stories to share? I don't think anything silly happened today. Everyone is just like oddly nice to me, which makes me suspicious. Like maybe I looked weird, but like today I had a really good hair day. I never have a good hair day because there's just so much of it to maintain and I have to always tie it up. I'm terrible at tying up my hair. I hate the way it feels. It's so heavy. It pulls so much. I hate it. But I didn't have a bad hair day. There wasn't anything like on my face or anything. So I don't know why people are being so nice to me today. I don't think anything happened besides just, I guess, the praise from the vice president. Mikanko tier limit Horace pile. You make me want to die. You make me want to jump off of a cliff. That sounds awful. Mikanko got paired a lot with Infernable and Warrior combo decks. Gotcha. People are realizing how nice you are? Well, I do my best. I always do my best. It's my job. Why would I not do my best to do the thing I was hired to do? Share some tequila wisdom? The wisdom I have for you today is to always trust your instincts. Because sometimes you'll do something illegal, like put nail polish on, and you're not allowed to wear nail polish at work. But you'll get a funny feeling telling you to take it off. And you'll take it off because you trust the funny feeling. And then you'll go to your place where you work, and the vice president's gonna be there. Always trust your gut instinct. It will save your life. That is the tequila wisdom today. This time, not directly related to tequila. How do you wear your hair at work? I tie it up in like a really big bun. And it's really heavy and I don't like it. I hate it. I've tried braids before, but I feel really childish. I never do my hair in one big braid. I feel like it's really hard to do that way in comparison to two braids, like one on each side. One on each side's a lot easier to tie, but I feel like a child when I have two braids. And I already look like a child, so I can't make it worse. I can't afford that. Sounds disgusting. Expletive. I love infernal Mikanko. Never give up. Trust your instincts. James McCloud. Yeah, exactly. Whatever he said. Trust what he says because it's true. I'm sure sheepyheads love big buns. Maybe they do. I don't know. I only play pure Mikanko. I would get confused if I played in any other way. You see, I get confused playing against them, so it probably would be harder to understand them if there was even more stuff inside of them too. Yeah, probably. Alright, we're gonna have to start playing our game here soon. Let's get gaming, gamers. The most oppressed group of all. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm referring to when I say that, right? I'm not making myself look like really stupid, right? Good morning, moi. Jack, thank you for being here today. Mwah. VN time, reading time, story time. Everyone get cozy, get your snacks, get your drinks. Oh, I do this every single dang time. I always press start instead of continue. Gosh dang it, I never learn my lesson. Let's game. If a cat girl is reading the news, is she a muse anchor? Oh, maybe she is. That's cute. I play pure Radiant Typhoon. I hate Sky Striker for abusing its cards. I heard they can like recycle and reduce and reuse one of their cards like 8 times or something in a duel. That sounds greedy. That sounds mean. I've heard the line before. Okay. Let's leave off. Let's go where we left off. Mikanko can either be played pure or you can pick some and make a warrior toolbox. I'm actually pretty excited about the next part. Me too! I've been waiting for something to happen that's not just cute girl stuff, you know? Should we tea or coffee? It depends. If it's morning time, you can have a coffee, but it's too close to bedtime, then you can only have tea. Seal is breaking the glass ceiling, and now I can rise up and as part of the most oppressed group of all gamers. Exactly. Perfect. Okay. Wait, we have more tips. We have more tips. Yay. Where's the new tips? I can't tell which ones are new tips. Oh, these ones are the new tips. Oh my god, we're off to a great start with my reading abilities. Hojo couples falling incident. No cute girl stuff though. Wait, just me? No, I like when the girls are doing cute things. People use Radiant Typhoon and Sky Striker because one, it's another one card. Oh, okay. It's gonna ruin the mood. I gotta read this. From the June 1980 edition. On the afternoon of XX at 2 p.m., office employee X and his wife X of Hinamizawa Village in Shishibone Prefecture disappeared after falling 27 meters from the observatory platform in Shirakawa Prefecture. Police and firefighters searched downstream and discovered the body of X at around 7 p.m. in the evening. His wife, X, has yet to be found. The search has run into difficulties due to the effects of Typhoon 3 the previous day. Weren't we just talking about typhoons? Suspicious. It appears a railing at the observatory that the X's leaned on had broken, causing him to fall. The groundskeeping staff was questioned by the police in regards to facility deterioration and if park maintenance was performed properly. Oh, that was a really short article. That was easy. Okay. So because one, it's another one-card starter for their engine, and two, it gives really good draw power. Gotcha. Hey Ryu, hey Long, thanks for being here today. So many X's, I know, lots of censoring to be done. Do you have a dress cute for work, or are you over it? No, I'm not allowed to dress cute. I have my professional work guy clothes, and that's it. I'm not allowed to paint my nails. Not allowed to wear anything other than the uniforms. That's it. As he's reading the side stories too, I have to read the tips. It tells you all about the story. It's important. From the June 1981 edition, on the afternoon of X around 10 p.m. in the X district of Hinamizawa Village in Shishibone Prefecture, the Shinto priest of the Furude Shrine passed away after an existing condition he was recovering from suddenly worsened. Parties close to the deceased said he was suffering from anxiety issues concerning the festival, which was to be held that day. Also, after X's death, his wife X went missing, leaving behind a farewell note. The police and local youth association continued the search. However, given the presence of the farewell message and the fact that the Onigafuchi marsh is said to be bottomless, they've run into difficulties. All of these articles are so fast. They're all so short. So it's not like anime where everyone wears super cute uniforms. No, unfortunately not. If that's the way that I could do it, then that's probably the way I would choose to do it, but that's not allowed. It wasn't reported in the newspaper. What wasn't reported in the... What's even the point of giving me this? I guess just the fact, knowing that the housewife murder wasn't in the newspaper? I guess. And now radio log. This is Okinomiya Station calling Unit 3. Unit 3, please respond. This is Unit 3. Loud and clear. Backup is heading your way. Hold position until further instructions. Over. Roger. Unit 3 acknowledged. Requesting no headlights. Requesting radio silence. Station, the doctor has arrived. They want to carry it away. What's the order? Over. Acknowledged. Leave it to the doctor. Affirmative. Understood. Backup has arrived. Shouldn't we let them take the photo first? I think the Vic is done for. Uh-oh. So many serious tips. Very, very serious. Alright. What's the most favorite Halloween costume you've ever worn? I've worn a lot of Halloween costumes, but I stopped... I think I stopped wearing Halloween costumes when I was like 16. I'm thinking. Trying to remember. I know one year I was Batman. There was one year that I was Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. There was one year I was an angel. That was when I was a baby. There was one year where I was a bride that was also a zombie. There was one year... What else was I? I don't remember. Those are the only ones I remember. I don't know, out of all of those, maybe the zombie bride. Her nun outfit? I did wear that for Halloween one year. True. I wore that like last year. Or no, the year before that, because I was not here last year. Good morning. Nice job yesterday, K-chan. You didn't do so badly yourself, Mion. Yesterday was fun. Oh, that's right, Keiichi-kun. Thank you very much. For Mr. Bear. I'm glad you like it. Don't use it as a pincushion, though. I wouldn't. Good morning, Mew. Hi, my friends. Still chatting happily, we entered the classroom. But the moment I stepped into the room, splashing sound and a nasty sensation. It was a bucket filled to the brim with water. And unfortunately, my foot stepped right into it. My, now, how diligent of you to mop the floor this morning. Clomp, 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 whip, whiff. Bah! Keiichi-san flicked my forehead. You shouldn't set a more brutal trap next time. Seeing that, Rena began to swoon as Mion looked on dejectedly. Everything was the same as always. Everybody was there, and nothing felt out of place. The uncertainties I had in the back of my mind since yesterday had vanished. What is it, Keiichi-kun? Didn't get enough sleep, maybe? Maybe? I slept like a log, but if you want, I'll do a reenactment during class. You shouldn't do that. Mion alerted us that the teacher was coming, so everyone shuffled to their seats. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday was the festival. Thank you to all people who stayed until the very end to help clean up. We were all slackers, and none of us actually helped clean up. Actually, I had a feeling that the only thing we did was run around the festival and cause a ruckus. Okay then, this time of year you might see some people here from out of town doing interviews about the festival for magazines. Thought it was the usual stuff, so I was going to tune it out. Then I noticed a different tone in her voice and started paying attention. You may be asked questions. Please don't say anything silly or something that could be taken the wrong way. Do you understand? In unison, everyone replied, "Yes, ma'am." What she'd said was really vague, but I understood what she was trying to say. After this is the 5th year. There were probably lots of third-rate reporters pouring in, hoping something regarding the curse had happened. It did nothing to perpetuate the village's bad image. She was saying, don't spout stupid shit you think is funny. And now, I was one of ones who needed to keep their mouth shut. I found it rather cute how I felt a sense of unity from such a trite thing, if I do say so myself. I was summoned to club activities after school. Since everybody was still pretty tired from yesterday, we just spent the day relaxing. Yeah, that wasn't happening. Today, let's play a classic game of deduction. How about this one? Oh, a game from overseas. Looks interesting. The instructions are in English, but the rules don't seem that hard. I won't lose, you hear? I'm not too bad at this game. It seemed that Rena didn't handle this kind of game very well. The rules are, the person who can match the murderer, weapon, and the scene of the crime wins. There are 3 kinds of cards comprised of suspects, weapons, and locations. I can see that the names Mion and Rika were written on the suspect cards. Oh, a card with my name on it as well! There are plenty of different weapons too! Like knives, axes, and poison! The locations are pretty nice too! Like the living room, the study, and the courtyard. So basically, you take out one of each of the cards. These are the answer cards. So we shuffle the remaining cards and hand them out. We take each other, or we ask each other about the cards and figure out the right ones. I see. So the cards nobody has are the true perpetrators. Then you raise your hand if you know the answer. The game ends and we check if the answer is correct. If you're right, then you get a point. If you're wrong, then you lose a point. Since the game ends, even if no one gets it right, all the cards are gathered up and redistributed. learn as you go. You really have to use your brain. You'll get confused if you don't take notes. The rest of you can figure out by playing. The rest you can play out. The rest you can figure out by playing. So, Mion, what's the penalty this time? Everyone directed their attention to Mion. Let's see. We're all still a little tired from yesterday, so maybe you'll take it easy with a gopher penalty. You'll be asked to rush out and buy stuff for everybody. So just being asked to go buy stuff like drinks and candy, I guess? I feel like the penalty today is pretty simple. I wonder, is it really? Is Keiichi-san thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. You don't know what you'll have to go buy. I'm betting Mion would send out whoever loses to buy stuff. Like hemorrhoid cream or happy family planning manual. And other crazy stuff. The cards were lightly shuffled and passed out to each player. The real perpetrator, the correct weapon, and the scene of the murder have been taken out. So that means all the cards I have in my hand are innocent cards. Then, I'll go first since I'm the club president, I guess. Well then, Mion, knife, study. You pick one suspect, weapon, and murder scene, and ask each person. If you have any of those cards, then you must say, I have one. However, you don't need to say which one you have. Yeah, I got it. Me too. I have one. Oh my, all of them are here. 3 people answered when she asked if they had Mion, knife, and study. So that means that Mion and knife and study are all in the clear. Gotta jot that down. Then I'll go. Rena, axe, lounge. Only 2 people said they had one. So that means out of Rena, axe, and lounge, one of them is correct. And is part of the crime. No, wait. Even if they say they have one, they don't have to say how many. It's possible that either Satoko or Rika-chan have 2 of the cards. Well, Kei-chan is next. Go ahead. Wait, just a little. I'm still sorting things out. The game has me thinking more than I thought. Oh man, this feels like I'm going to be tough. Alright. Now I have the criminal! What? Already? Here I am spinning around in circles and Mion just now raises her hand. The murder is Rika-chan. In the infirmary with the poison. Well, Mion drew the cards from the box and we checked to see if her deduction was right. You're right! All I need is one more hand. I couldn't tell whether it was poison or a pistol. I'd never use a pistol. I like killing them slowly with poison. Rika-chan said such a hugely terrifying thing with such a sweet little face. Everyone is making a commotion about how they almost had it. Ren and I were left out in the cold though. How did you do, Keiichi-kun? I couldn't get it at all. Don't worry. I had no idea either. How can you both be so unsure? You'll both end up in last place together at this rate. That's even worse! How do I get out of here? How do I leave? That was scary. Going off buying something together as a couple? What if we end up having to buy the Happy Family Planning Guide? I can tell from Keiichi's expression that he's not very good at this game. What? That's not true! I'll show you the true power of Sherlock Maebara during the next round! My, that sounds very wonderful! I shall give you quite the thrashing! After that, I managed to somewhat grasp the trick behind the game, but I was still always a step or 2 behind. I saw that Mion was somehow gleaning information from how the others were asking their questions. The level experience was just too much. The only way I could stage a comeback was if I became ruthless. I tossed out the simple concept of deduction and switched over to the thought process needed to win. The important thing isn't to find out the criminal. It's to win the game. Eureka! Sorry, I need to go to the bathroom. Take your time and squeeze out a nice one. Ch1, that's gross. I had them hold off the game and headed down the hall. The air was crisp. It showed just how stagnant the air in the classroom was from our body heat. On the school grounds, some of the classmates were still playing around. After spending some time cooling my head, Rena had made her way out towards me. Keiji-kun, did you call for me? Yeah, I did. As I got up from my seat, I winked over at Rena. I'm glad it worked out. I don't want to waste much time, so I'll get right to the point. Rena, what's your record at this game that we're playing today? She was taken aback. After a moment, she hesitantly opened her mouth. Well, all losses. Why do you ask, I wonder? I could tell from how apprehensively she was playing. The way things are going, I will as well. I can't figure out a way to pull off a last-minute comeback on this one. So, I guess both of us will be taking that penalty. Hey, don't accept... Hold on. I still looked outside of the box, sorry. Don't accept defeat already. How about we win this? Both of us. But how can we? I brought my lips up to Rena's ear. Is that allowed? Did you forget, Rena? The second rule of our society. Do everything in your power to obtain a victory. Yeah, I'll try my best. Our plan of attack was a quite rudimentary one. At the beginning of the game, everyone would be focused on their own hand for a while, taking notes and whatnot. Since our seats were right next to each other, we'd reveal our hands to each other. If we did it under the desk, then nobody would know. We'd begin the game with twice as much information as everybody else. Having this much information would mean we'd need to investigate less. With this sort of plan of attack, we start off with a big lead over the other guys. Yeah, with this we can probably win. We both smirked at each other. If I was the shady businessman, then Reno was the corrupt senator. Pleasure doing business with ya. Then let's hurry back. We'll work as a duo to surprise everyone. Hey now, there's no point if we go back together. It looked like a flat-out telling that we made a little arrangement. Oh, sorry. Then what should we do? Go back ahead of me, Rena. I'll take my time coming back and washing my face or something. Okay, got it. Rena turned around and headed back to the classroom. I guess I should wait a bit longer before going back. If I went too soon, it wouldn't seem like I went to the bathroom. If Momoyon or one of them suspected something, then there could be a problem. Well, if they figured it out sooner or later, because both Rena and I would start winning and over again. Both Rena and I have earned enough points to avoid being the losers by the time Momoyon realizes what's happening. Excellent. Not bad at all. Mayabara-kun, may I have a moment? Huh? It's the teacher. Man, things were just getting good. What is it? I'm a bit... You have a guest. Please make your way to the entrance. A guest? It's not like I own a hotel. Hey, they've been waiting. Please hurry. It was rather unfortunate that I'd have someone waiting for me right before the big match, but I was more interested in the unexpected guest. I didn't want to waste any time, so I decided to take care of it quickly. The entryway was a heavy contrast from the hot sunlight and deep shadows. Waiting there, looking uncomfortably warm, was a middle-aged man, his tie sloppily loosened and his jacket tucked underneath his arm. "Are you Maebara-san? Keiji Maebara-san?" There's no question that he wasn't a resident of Hinamizawa, and that this was without a doubt the first time he had met me. Ever since I met Tomitake-san, I've been running into so many middle-aged men. That's right. Who might you be? I have the AC on in my car. Let's talk there. It's a bit hot here, don't you think? The man, completely ignoring my question, pointed over to his car parked near the gate and began walking. You've got to be kidding me. I have no intention of going along with some geezer I didn't even know. And he was asking me to get in his car with him? I'm not gonna bite. Come on now. He opened the back door of his car and called me over. I didn't like this old man, but I wanted to know what this was about. Even while knowing that conversations that start out like this have never led to anything good. The inside of his car is pretty cool. Cars with air conditioners were supposed to be a luxury. My dad didn't have one in his car, at least. Please let me know if it's too cold for you, okay? I have a habit of cranking it all the way up. So what business do you have with me? Out of spite, I decided to ignore his remark in the same way he did to me and start my own line of questioning. He pulled out a notepad from his pocket and took out a picture that was stuck between the pages. On it was the face of a pretty goofy-looking guy. If you know anything related to this individual, then please tell me. Who the heck is this? I doubt even his close friends would be able to recognize who he was from his expressionless picture. He looked like his expressionless picture that looked like it was taken from the DMV. There were scribbles on his shirt, done in permanent marker. Starting with yours, Maebara-san, and quite a few of your classmates signed as well. Huh? This is Tomitake-san. There was no hint of his usual unreliable and easygoing personality in this photo. It was an expressionless, half-asleep face. Then do you know this woman? Even before seeing it, I had a good idea of who it was. I don't remember her name. She's some lady who was with Tomitake-san last night. I didn't know what her name was, but I did know she was a resident of Hinamizawa. When was the last time you saw these two? The night of the Tanagashi. We spoke. They seemed pretty close, I guess. Did anything bother you about them? Anything is fine. Go ahead, say it. Being asked for very little detail is very troubling, honestly. I had a pretty good idea of who this guy was by now. Something happened to them? There was no response to my inquiry. Thus, I replied to that silence in kind. I was pretty sure, no, certain, that this guy was a cop. Then why? Why was he asking about Tomitake-san? Did something happen to him? More importantly, why me? Shouldn't there have been plenty of other people who knew more about him than I did? The roar of the air conditioner felt unbearably loud. After a long pause, he finally spoke again. You've moved here just recently, isn't that right, Maebara-san? Are you aware, I wonder, about the stories of Oyashiro-sama? My heart began to race. I'm pretty terrible at hiding things. It probably showed on my face. Not at all? If you don't, then that's fine. Well, I have heard of it. Tomitake-san told me, actually. How much do you know about it? The dismemberment killing, the accidental death, death by illness followed by suicide, and the lady who was beaten to death. The incidents that always happened the day of the Watanagashi, ending in suspicious deaths. I didn't think Tomitake-san would have kept anything from me. I think that was everything. No, rather, I didn't want to think there was anything more than that. Do you know of that, well, curse, Maebara-san? Feel free to speak openly about it. I don't believe in it. My answer was instant. It wasn't so much that I didn't believe in it as I was on the verge of believing. I wanted to clear away my own doubts. That was the more prominent feeling. Really? Then that's great. Guess you really are one of those city-raised boys. So what if I don't believe? I have friends waiting. So could he get to the point? The man in the picture is dead. My mind went blank. Huh? What happened to Tomitake-san? It would seem that he died last night. That was the night of the Watanagashi. Do you understand the implications behind that, Maebara-san? Implications? Not any. Not any for the curse of his death or the reason behind it. The real problem was that he died on the day of the Watanagashi. Meaning, this year, the curse of Oyashiro-sama had once again. The death of Jiro Tomitake is still confidential. You can understand why that is, right? I didn't want to understand why. Please tell me. Tell me what happened. It was rather peculiar. Might be a little too graphic for someone born and raised in Hinamizawa. It was a roundabout way of saying it, but it caused me to doubt whether or not I wanted to hear the rest. I'd only regret forcing myself to learn something I shouldn't. Or at least that's how I figured I would feel if I listened to the rest. No, tell us what I want to know! One of our patrol cars discovered the body on the way back to the security detail at the festival. It was late, about 5 till midnight. The location was... You know where the road into town becomes paved, right? Down past that slope. On the shoulder, around there. There are a few street lights on that road. It's pitch black darkness, so only broken by the lights of passing cars and the moon. It was a stroke of luck that Tomitake-san was spotted collapsed on the shoulder of the road. Tomitake-san was face down, covered in blood. Blood and muck covered the asphalt. We thought it was a hit and run at first. When the officer checked to see if it was still alive, he quickly noticed something abnormal. His throat had been ripped open. From a knife or something? No. Nails. Nails? As in fingernails? With those he clawed through? From the coroner's report, it was revealed that it was with his own nails. What does that mean? Basically it means it wasn't a murder. It was suicide. Tomitake-san thought there was a reason to tear open his own throat. As hard as he could with his own nails. Tore through the skin until he started to bleed. And even then, Tomitake-san didn't stop. He continued clawing. With enough intensity that could have peeled off his nails. Still clawing. Still clawing. Then, as his nails reached the vital arteries that you should never damage, he continued clawing. Splurt. Splurt. Blood splattered on the ground around him. As he bled, while gasping for breath, he collapsed. His body spasmed, and he died in agony. We thought drugs were to blame. Nothing of the nature was detected. But this? It was a suicide? I've never heard of such a thing. It's a natural way of dying. If this wasn't a mysterious death, then what was? The way he died in these 5 years, his death most resembles that of a curse. As if to show both myself and Tomitake-san, who proclaimed there was no such thing as a curse, that we were wrong. There was a few more suspicious details. From his body chemistry, perspiration, epilation, and so on, we concluded that he was in a state of hysteria right before his death. That was a given. It's hard to believe someone could be in a sound state of mind while clawing out their throat. Wounds on his hands matched a discarded piece of lumber found nearby. There are traces of where he struck trees with guardrails. Trees and guardrails with it. Tomitake-san's blood was found all over the place. Meaning that while tearing his own throat, he's swinging around a piece of lumber. There were external injuries, which were not self-inflicted, discovered on Tomitake-san. There is a high probability that Tomitake-san was assaulted. The external injuries suggest there may be multiple suspects. I'll turn it up. Sorry, I adjusted all the volume recently, so it's probably a little different. But you should be able to hear it a little better now. To summarize, Tomitake-san was surrounded and attacked. While wandering the night roads in a state of panic after being cornered, he picked up a piece of lumber and tried fighting back. Thank you, Essie, no problem. Somewhere in there, he began madly tearing at his own throat, clawing at it. Then, he died. The presumed time of death was around 9:23 p.m., meaning it occurred right after he finished talking to Tomitake-san at the festival. Everyone signed Tomitake-san's shirt, then parted ways. Right after that, oh yeah, should have been with a woman. What about her? She's missing. She hasn't shown up to work and she hasn't returned home either. There is a very high probability that she was involved in the incident. For a while, I could only gaze off into space. I never would have thought something unfortunate happened to somebody close to me could affect me this deeply. The time I'd spent with Tomitake-san was short. We went to the same festival, spent time together, and took part in the same competition. He was one of us. We've been continuing the investigation on various fronts, but when it comes to Oyashiro-sama's curse, the villages here aren't very cooperative. That I knew well. I would have been none the wiser if not for Tomitake-san, the outsider, telling me. So that's why you came to me? Because I'm not originally from Hinamizawa? I should have been angry that was the reason he wanted to hear that happen from me. If things go the way they have been, then the conclusion would be that Jiro Tomitake died from Oyashiro-sama's curse. He turned away from me and gazed far off into the distance. The night of the Watanagashi. During the sacred ritual, he callously snapped off photos, angering Oyashiro-sama. That's how it's going to turn out. There's no way Oyashiro-sama would inflict divine punishment on Tomitake-san. Tomitake-san had to have been killed by humans. And a cowardly group, no less. There's no way I'm going to let this end up being my fault of the some curse. Oh, God. There's no way I'm going to let this end up being the fault of some curse. I think so as well. There's no such thing as divine punishment or curses. The tense mood was cut with the man's hearty laugh. That's how this must be, Mayabara-san. Cooperation from individuals in Hinamizawa who don't believe in curses is indispensable. Understand? Neither Tomitake-san nor I believed in curses. But with the way things are going, it would just end up with Tomitake-san's death marked at 5th year. Which would mean that Hinamizawa had rejected Tomitake-san. That was something I couldn't allow. Tomitake-san was one of us. He didn't live in Hinamizawa, but he came every single year. In a sense, he was more of a resident than I was. There's no way Tomitake-san could have been cursed by Oyashiro-sama. But there's nothing I can do to help. I have no idea what happened that night either. No. If you see or hear something that draws your attention, then that's enough. If I see or hear... Was he talking in the future tense? Things or people or rumors, anything is fine. I don't care if they're unfounded. Here, this is my number. If I'm not there, just leave a message with whoever picks up. He handed me a piece of paper with his number on it, but I hesitated for a second. If I took it, and whether I wanted to or not, I'd be mired knee-deep in this matter. Please help me solve the questions surrounding Tomitake-san's unfortunate death. And that's right. Why was I hesitating? I need to find the murderer who killed my friend. I snatched up the piece of paper as a satisfied grin spread across my face. Everything we spoke of today is a secret. Please keep this confidential. Understood. From your friend as well. Especially from Sonozaki-san and Furude-san. Please do not inform them. Sonozaki? You mean Mion? Why are you saying they have something to do with the incident? With my friend's names being brought up so abruptly and being told to keep it a secret from them, I became rather angry. This is what they call investigative privilege, I suppose. Don't play games with me. Mion is a close friend of mine. I snapped at him, but he didn't seem especially offended. I wouldn't mind telling you, but it may upset you. Say it! He hesitated a little. Turning his gaze to the outside of the car, he began to speak, after thinking for a bit. There is a possibility that the string of incidents happened here in Hinamizawa are a result of a village conspiracy. There's no way that would be right! Give me a break! First of all, is there any proof of that? No evidence. Also, each of the cases were resolved, and none of the perpetrators had any direct connection to the village. Then how did you come to that conclusion? Every year, the enemies of the village die on the day of the Watanagashi. Don't you think that's enough reason to suspect something? Only the residents of Hinamizawa felt that the day of the Watanagashi was sacred. So basically, because incidents happened on that day, it was somehow related to Hinamizawa? First it was the dam construction foreman. Then it was a villager that supported it. Those the village hold a grudge against die one after the other from mysterious causes. The means are different, but in the end, the result is the same. Unfounded, unreasonable suspicion. But it couldn't just be shrugged off. So the victims after that... What about the Shinto priest and his wife's death? They weren't enemies of the village? The villagers had expected leadership from the Shinto priest at the time of the dam dispute, but he wasn't proactive. So there was a faction of villagers who harbored ill will towards him as a result. Ill will? It's not like he did anything bad to the village. What about the housewife after that? Did she die just because she was the wife of a brother of a supporter? That's such a trivial reason to kill someone. And what about Tomitake-san? He's not affiliated with the dam project at all. He was just killed because he was an outsider. In the beginning, it fell on those related to the dam project. But as the years went on, the enemy threshold of the victims had become much lower. Well, that's the scary part. The bar keeps getting lower. What's scary about that? It means it's not just enemies of the village anymore. Just being an outsider is reason enough. Then, next year's victim. They're just gonna be picking out the village outsider pool? It might be a person that just moved here. What do you mean by... I swallowed my words. Here in Hinamizawa, the ones who would be considered the most outside would be my family. I was proof enough of that, wasn't I? I still couldn't really remember the names of the people I passed by. Then, the next victims, my family. Was he saying it was going to be me? What does that have to do with Mion? I can't go into details, but the Sonozaki family led the dam protests. Quite fervently so. This is also true of Mion Sonozaki-san herself. She has quite a few misdemeanor and obstruction of public worker offenses on her record because of the protests. I knew Mion knew what it meant to fight. This was the first I'd heard of her family leading the protests, though. Then, well, what did it all mean? Are you saying that Mion's family is involved with the string of incidents? I wouldn't go that far. I'm just saying that if it was a conspiracy, then it'd have the highest probability of being behind it. Not a very clear explanation. It felt like he'd magnificently avoided the details I really wanted to know. We don't know who or how involved anyone is right now. That is exactly why I don't want you to say anything to the villagers. Instead of answering, I gave a bitter expression. It seemed that he understood it well enough. And think of it like this. I don't want to worry the villagers who blindly believe in its curse. How about that? What do you mean, how about that? How should I know? But the reason behind wanting to not carelessly open my mouth about it wasn't too hard to comprehend. The perpetrator was here. It had nothing to do with the curse. He was definitely going to be caught by the police and made to pay for his crimes. And none of the villagers should have anything to do with that process. It may cause those sensitive about the curse to just worry needlessly. Just like everyone kept it from me so I wouldn't worry about it. Is it now my turn to keep it from them so they don't worry? I was just talking to myself. Unlike me, everyone else had been worrying over these mysterious incidents yearly, and the incident this time probably means a lot more to them. I didn't want to burden them anymore. In the end, everything went as the man had wanted. As insipid? I learned a new word every single one of these dang streams. As insipid as it was. But it couldn't be helped. I understand. I'll keep it to myself. Is that fine? Mr. Oishi from the Okinomiya police station. You can call me Kura-chan if you want. No. Oishi-san is fine. The way he said it was unpleasant, yet retained hints of politeness. He was the spitting image of a vulgar police officer. Though, I've never seen one this bulky before in the cop shows I watch. I've taken up too much time. Your friends are waiting, aren't they? Should probably let you get back to them. The door opened with a click, and in streamed the oppressive heat. It was blistering outside of the car. Was it really this hot of a day? It was an almost cruel heat, as opposed to the mechanical coolness inside the car. It was as if the land of Hinamizawa itself suddenly hated me. I felt a little sad about the thought crossed my mind. As the thought crossed my mind. I didn't mean to suspect your friends. Please don't misunderstand that. I refrained from telling him that it was too late to say something that self-serving. It's fine if you don't see or hear anything, Maibara-san. There's enough proof that the village is not involved. I'll contact you if I hear or see anything. But I'm no detective. Please don't expect too much from me. I won't. You don't have to become a detective. Just go on living as you have up until now. Just let me know if you notice anything. I hastily made my way back to the school building after giving him a quick bow. See you later. Farewell, Maibara-kun. I returned to the school building without looking back. He looks like he does terrible things to kids. Maybe he's the murderer. I don't know how much time has passed. I did feel bad for keeping them waiting, but right now there's a lot on my mind. Fumitake-san's death was hard enough as it was, but to think that there was a possibility of village conspiracy? Worse still, there was also a chance that Mion was involved. Nonsense. Impossible. Not Mion, Rena, Satoko, or Rika-chan. It was a group that attacked Tomitake-san. Who could the perpetrators be? Could it be they were hiding here? Somewhere in Hinamizawa? I didn't know. All I could say for certain was that I knew that Mion couldn't be the perpetrator. It's Mi-chan! The perpetrator! Huh? I was startled to hear Rena's voice. With the rope? In the lounge! Nope. No! Rena clutched her head while flailing about. Looks like you're just self-destructing over here. Wow. Ah! Keiichi-san, you're quite late. As you may well know, I'm seething with anger. I'm sorry about that. I was called into the staff room, you see. You were reprimanded for bad behavior? That's a shame. Well, it's been pretty heated over here. Since it's getting pretty late, let's make this next game the last one. If I remember right, I had 0 points. Isn't it pretty much decided that I'm going to be finishing in last place? Don't worry, Keiichi-kun. I'm at -1 points. The heck? The score is lower than mine and I wasn't even playing. This is the final match to decide the penalty is going to be carried out by Rena alone or by both Kei-chan and Rena. Yeah, right. Just let Rena do the penalty by herself. You made a promise, Keiichi-kun, that we would both win. I waited all this time, you know? I'm sorry about that. I followed my initial plan of showing Rena my cards, but I didn't say who was the criminal by just waiting for her to call. I got it. The murder is me! With the poison at the entrance. Is it? Is it? My Rena. Quite a quick answer. Another stab in the dark? Oh. Rena's correct. Then it's decided that Keiji-san shall take part in the penalty as well. Hooray! Keiichi-kun, let's both do our best. Yeah, let's do our best. It's my fault, so I have no choice. Then that's game. It's me, Mio and Sonozaki, ranked first. In dead last are Keiichi Maebara and Rena Ryugu. Everyone applauded and the game ended. The problem now was the penalty. Now then, I ranked first, so I'll decide what you'll be buying for the gopher penalty. What will she make us buy, I wonder? Let's blacklist the drugstore. That was your aim, wasn't it? Huh? I don't have any business at the drugstore. This old man's already got a list prepared for you on a piece of paper. Whoa, there's a lot written here. A lot? Damn it, what is she making us buy? 2 blocks of tofu, shampoo and conditioner, apple vinegar and fried tofu. The heck is this? It looks more like a shopping list than a penalty. Me was certain she wasn't going to win today. Rule 7 of our society. You cannot refuse any penalty. Here's some money. The shampoo I usually get is Fruit Fable. Thanks. This is just your grocery list. I promised myself that I won next time. I'd make her go buy hemorrhoid cream. I'm playing on my computer. It's on Steam. Chapter over? Sip time? Sip and chat? I hope. My tea is probably cold now. You've received new tips. There are more than 4 perpetrators. Search notice. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna save before I forget to. Okay. Let me save a second time. Okay. Hey, Termite. Okay, we can hang out a little bit before the next chapter. You do now, Keiichi. Mind if I ask what device you're on? This is on my computer. I might to will go Shirakawa Go as the model Hinamizawa sometimes. I wish I understood, but I don't. I'm sorry. Hydration break? Yeah, a little sip. Oh, chapter's over, yeah. 45 minutes? I think we can go through the next chapter. I think we can go to the next chapter in 45 minutes. Hi, Termite. Hi, Termite. Nice job. Thank you. It was really hard. When it was really, like, serious inside of that man's car, I kept pausing a lot, and it wasn't for the sake of adding suspense. It was because it was really hard to read. I don't know if just like the text over that specific background was just like harder for me, but like it was tough to read inside of that car. Love your live streams. Thank you. I love hanging out with you. Hi, have you remember me? I might. I appreciate you being here today, though. We'll be here rooting for you. Thank you. I do my best. Reading is super hard when you're not a very smart person, so I do my best, yeah. Love your live streams. Thank you. Okay, guys, who here hates my live streams? Show of hands. Where are my live stream haters? There's too much love here. I don't think the novel has been that serious for a long period of time since the start. I don't think so either. Things are finally picking up. Hi there. Hi, welcome to my stream. You're the best? No. You guys are the best. I'm gonna check back in on the poll here. All right, now that we've confirmed that curses are real, nearly 40% of you have voted that you will curse me. Ouch. Ouch. Anyways, when is the next festival? I'm a little concerned of when that is coming up. You're definitely a smart person. Not really. I hate it when you don't stream. I hate not streaming too. I'm expecting the dominoes to fall. Me as well. I need to buy your yellow shirt. You're the best. My yellow shirt. I do have a yellow shirt on my merch. If you go down to the description, I have a link to UWU Market, and I have a few items on there. One of them is a yellow shirt, and it's such a good shade of yellow, too. It's so cute. Cursing is fun, though. I don't say bad words, so I don't think it's that fun. I would never... You see, Channel is nice. Channel would never curse me. That's because I sacrificed your haters to summon the Mikanko ritual monster? Was it worth it? Was it really worth it, though? Wasn't the other festival sometime this week? Wait, there's 2 festivals? Did I miss reading that? I wouldn't curse you or anyone for that matter, of course. Alright. Let's read our new tips. So there are more than 4 perpetrators. Yeah, the Theme Chronicles? Oh, true! Oh my gosh, I forgot that was happening. I think that starts today, doesn't it? Hypovolemic shock induced by clawing out their own throat. Tissue is packed under the nails. Not someone else's nails. It's undoubtedly by the individual's own nails. The shape of the scars also match. Yeah. I know the immediate cause of death was suicide. I get it. You're saying the cause of death is unnatural, right? Kind of like when your back itches and you scratch a little too hard and draw blood. I don't know about you, but that's never happened to me. Some of Tomitake-san's fingernail has been pulled out. It's actually quite simple to pull out one's own nails. But it really hurts. Under normal circumstances, the pain would prevent you from completely pulling them out. Also, there's a lot of bruises from Tomitake's body. It's clear from the shape of them that he was assaulted first by someone or a group of people. According to the toxicology report, the deceased was in an extreme state of hysteria right before death. Then he fought back and clawed out his own throat because of how hysterical he had become. The guy attacking him certainly would have been surprised by that. It is possible that, in such an abnormal environment, a person could perform acts that a sane individual couldn't possibly imagine. Of course, those are very rare cases. Actually, Oishi-kun, that wood plank the deceased used as a weapon. They only found sand and the paint from the guardrail on it. What about cloth fiber or skin? Nothing. The deceased didn't strike the assailants. Or it could be they took the plank he was fighting back with. In that case, they would have gone out of their way to replace it with another. They'd take them all. Har 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 har. That's true. Tomitake's not penalty. I guess he did lose. Tomitake is pretty built and tanned. He was quite athletic. Huh? That's right. He was pretty active. I can't imagine what kind of sports he did when he was alive. I think his physical strength would be on the higher side. Five Night Freddy. Meaning, he would be difficult to overpower in a brawl. If a man with such a physique sensed that he was in danger and swung the plank around quickly, it's just unthinkable that it wouldn't even nick the perpetrator. And his opponent was unarmed. This guy had a wooden plank, so you'd think he'd hit him at least once. Oishi's speaking is suspicious in English too. I wouldn't trust someone who, like, the first thing they say to me is get in my car. It's too suspicious. To surround and take down someone of his physique, I wonder how many people it would take. Yeah, dimwit. You should know better than anyone. Have you forgotten your bad cop days? If I was to take down this guy, how many would I need? When a group wants to take down a big prey, it's fundamental to attack with numbers. I'd guess about 4. Even if there was a gap in their strength, they'd manage. Then there were quite a few perpetrators. So any drunk and disorderly groups of more than 4 are suspicious. A group of 4 or more. Just, if they had that many, then couldn't they have hidden the body in a less obvious location? Or did he somehow break away from that fatal predicament? Then there'd be no reason to commit suicide. Moreover, I still can't comprehend the irregular way he died. It's full of mysteries. That's under serious consideration on my end, too. I'll be examining it as thoroughly as possible. Don't get your hopes up. After all, you've never encountered death like this before. I'm not hoping for much, but I'm looking forward to the results. Oishi-san, the chief is calling you. Thanks. See you around. Yeah. Best wishes. Creep me out? Yeah, I'm not going in your nasty car, old man. Hello, Essie. Hi, Aru. Welcome back to the stream. We finished chapter 6, I think, and we're going to go on to chapter 7 of chapter 1. We're reading the tips in between. Always treat others the same way you would like to be treated is the motto I always try to follow as best as I possibly can. Is that why you're so nice? Did you address the 6 a.m. stream? It was an accident. I didn't mean to. Oh god, I just got a message from work. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. Oh, I'm gonna be filled with dread until the stream ends and I eventually read it. Gosh. But it was an accident. I meant to say PM. I wasn't available to stream at 6 a.m. I was getting ready for work. I guess it makes sense for Keiichi. He lets girls walk home alone in the dark too. True, true. Why does YouTube gotta hide Aru? I don't know. Are you on the live chat or on the top chat? Awesome, congrats. Oh my goodness. Not very awesome. I do not want a message from work. No, work message. After the vice president told me that I was doing so well today, I don't want a work message. It can only be bad. Only bad things happen at job. Alright, let's do tip 2. Search notice. Work set. It's okay, work doesn't exist. Only video game on computer is real. Jiro Tomitake, deceased. Resided in a cheap hotel in Shishibone City. Registered under the name Jiro Tomitake. Pen name. Travels via folded bike. No license. The bicycle was found 300 meters away, abandoned at the side of a forest path. Present on the day of the festival. Accompanied by the missing Mio Takano. Was seen around 9 p.m. by police. Location afterwards unknown. Held residence in Hinamizawa for 1 week each season for the last 5 to 6 years. Freelance photographer specializing in wild birds. Check with magazine companies. Nothing suspicious in the film located among the articles of the deceased. While it was among the articles of the deceased. Mere fact of violence. From the contents of his wallet, he spent most of his time around Tokyo and Chiba, along the Sobu National Railway line. No individual matching the name Jiro Tomitake in the residency records of any of the Tokyo wards. Compare teeth and dental records. Send to Metro Police. Attach a photo. Send to Metro Police. Contacting magazines regarding Jiro Tomitake. Mio Takano, missing. Nurse at Irie Clinic. Became close to Tomitake through her passion for wild bird photography. Resides in Okinomiya X District X. Single. Witnessed accompanying Tomitake on the festival grounds, currently missing. Abducted? Or maybe a suspect. An important person of interest. Had no motive to kill the deceased. Squabble from jealousy? Need to thoroughly investigate their relationship. Place of work, etc. Need to get information from the police on scene again. I want some cream puffs. 4 jumbo ones. Oishi. Sending hugs. Tomitake, who character is loved from fans. It is sad that he died. He seemed nice. He seemed nice. He became our friend too. He played our fun little challenge together. It's sad. Alright, cream puff is the guy Marsh. The guy is Oishi. I'm gonna save. It's back to the goofy music. I'm gonna take a sip of water and tea before we continue. Maybe if I do a good job, I can finish in 30 minutes, but I don't know how big of a chapter this is. Belly-kun will always be remembered. Alright, onwards we go. Oh, he died? Rebelli-san. Continue. We'll see. So everyone, hi Cry, thanks for being here today. Alright. Sleepy. Whoa, that's a really big yawn, Keiichi-kun. I'm usually awake once it's time to eat. It doesn't look like I can do it today. I was watching TV until late last night. I'm so tired right now. Was one of those raunchy TV shows you love so much on last night? How extremely vile! Don't jump to conclusions! It's perfectly normal for boys. Nothing to be ashamed about. Rika not patting my head only made me feel worse. Could just let me pass out this lunch break? No, seriously. You think I would... You think I would just sit here and allow that? I'll get really angry if you disturb me. Really angry. Yawn. Oh, I'm really yawning now. Ah. This is just dreadful. I'm just so sleepy. I slipped my head onto the desk and drifted off into an afternoon nap. It seemed that Satoko had responded, but I pretended not to hear. Cut it out, Satoko-chan. Keiichi-kun fell asleep. His sleeping face. So cute. You can take him home later. Let him be for now. Let's move this over here. It'd be rude to Keiichi if we bothered him now. Rika-chan really is a good girl. Let's not wake him up even if the teacher comes back. I take that back. The excuse that I didn't sleep much last night because I was watching TV was a lie. I was in bed at unusual time. But because of the conversation with Oishi-san that afternoon, I didn't get much sleep. Just spending the day like this, it's almost as if the incident with Tomitake-san didn't happen at all. It made me think, was Oishi-san just trying to deceive me? But it was probably the truth. One thing was certain. I couldn't speak to anyone about it. He wanted my assistance. But I really didn't know anything about it. If I knew I was going to be of any help, I probably would have listened in the first place. It ended up with me, again, regretting learning something I didn't need to know. If I had never learned about it, I would, without a doubt, be goofing off with the rest of them right now. I couldn't help but resent Oishi-san for this. Huh? When was that? I heard he wasn't there the next day. It appears he vanished the night of the Watanagashi. Mion whispered to keep others from listening, but I could hear it clearly. On the other hand, Rena's voice was even harder to pick up. But I could still tell that she was quite upset. It couldn't be. Are they talking about Tomitake-san? No, not sure. That's all I know. I'd have to feign ignorance about this topic because I needed to keep it a secret. Rather than waking up and being forced to lie to join the conversation, it's much easier to just sit here and pretend I was asleep to listen in on their discussion. Wait, why did I have to pretend to be asleep while eavesdropping on my friend's conversation? The guilt stung. So, and me. There were others, right? Too? They don't know it's from the curse or if it was an onikakushi. Onikakushi? Onikakushi? To be hidden away by a demon? What a mysterious phrase. I did, however, get the feeling it meant nothing good. There are other, right? Right? If it's Oyashiro-sama, yeah. But this year, Grandma and the mayor had talked about it. Seemed they talked to the police about it beforehand. They said they'd take care of whatever happened this year without causing commotion. Then, without us knowing it, someone had... Them... You mean? Maybe. Next could... Me? I wonder. Don't worry. You got home safely. But is not allowed, right? That was a long time ago. Let's stop talking about this. Nice gaming? Such nice gaming. Amidst the uncomfortable mood, both of them went silent. The entirety of the conversation was still a bit unclear, but a few parts caught my attention. First of all, term onikakushi. To be demoned away. By the context it was used in, I would guess it's similar to being spirited away. I suspect that it was meant because Tomitake-san and that woman, it really bugged me that I didn't know her name, vanished after the Tanagashi. The next thing that stuck out was when Rina said, "There's another one, right?" Mion also said, "If it's Oyashiro-sama's." Yeah, responding to something. If it's Oyashiro-sama's curse, then there had to be 2 victims. Is that what she meant? Come to think of it, I remember Mion saying at the beginning that they didn't know if it was from the curse, or if it was a case of onikakushi. It seemed that the curse and being demoned away are different things, and they were phenomena that were paired together. I recall Tomitake-san's terrible end. That wasn't something as elegant as disappearing. That horrendous end would best be described as cursed. And the woman with him, it means she vanished because she was demoned away? What I do know is that there's normally an even number of victims of the curse proper. And the last point that bothered me was Rena. Rena was frightened. For what reason? I didn't know. However, she knew that something had made her a potential target for Oyashiro-sama's curse. If I recall correctly, Oyashiro-sama should be the guardian deity of Hinamizawa. Isn't the guardian deity supposed to defend the citizens and drive out invaders? If I recall correctly, yesterday, Oishi-san said that originally the targets were enemies of the village, but recently, there's no longer any distinction between them and regular outsiders. But if that was the case, then I would think they'd be a more likely target, having moved here more recently than Rena. From her composure, I could infer that she was grimly certain that she would be next. I should probably rely that I heard just now to Oishi-san. informing the police what I heard by eavesdropping on my friends while pretending to be asleep. It made me feel terrible. I raised a few questions, and it left a bad taste in my mouth. Would it be better to not seek the answers to those questions? As I continued to learn more and more, I felt like I had fallen past the point of no return. I would definitely regret this one day. I would definitely regret ever having learned any of these events. The teacher approaches. Keiichi-san, you must awaken! In the distance, I could hear the ring of the handbell signaling the start of the afternoon classes. I couldn't sleep at all. I hastily opened my eyes and I raised my head up. It was in that moment, and I leaned against the back of my seat. Ugh. There was a thumbtack stuck on the back of my chair with tape. Circumstantial evidence was enough. Satoko! Guilty without trial. Capital punishment! I furiously jumped up from my seat. I tripped as if my feet were tangled up. My shoelaces had been tied together. Not bad, Satoko. While I was sleeping, you were able to conceal your presence and able to pull off this fine piece of work. The teacher came in right as I was about to pull off my shoes and tackle Satoko. You don't notice that the teacher had arrived, Keiichi-san? Take your seat. Clomp, clomp, wish, whiff. Not caring one bit, I made her eat a flick to the forehead. Beware. Keiichi-san is being mean. Hey, don't pick on the younger kids, Maebara-kun. Apologize to her. I saw Satoko stick her tongue out at me, that little brat. Come on, Maebara-kun. Yeah, I'll apologize. Sorry, Satoko. In any case, I apologize, even if it was in complete insincere tone of voice. Damn her. I'll remember this. Kei-chan, get your revenge at the club meeting. Take your seat. Take your seat. I sat down after Mion told me to. She switched to class representative mode. With the boring classes finished, school is finally over for the day. Now then, what should we do for our club activity today? Personally, I'd like to play that deduction game one more time. Was hardly able to play it last time because of Oishi-san. Rin and I aren't even able to test our own strategy. That's right, today Keiichi-kun and I will be victorious! What should we do? You never played the same game 2 days in a row before. Why not try asking me? Mion looked over her shoulder as we made eye contact. She slowly tapped her palm with the fist as her face suddenly lit up. Oops. I completely forgot. I need to go help my uncle today. Sorry guys, not today. Helping your uncle? Aren't you a little goody two-shoes? Sorry, really. I really did forget. Well then, sorry guys. This old man is headed back home now. Mion left us with that and rushed off to the exit after snatching up her bag. You see, Mi-chan, she sometimes goes to help out at her uncle's shop in town. Ah, I thought she wasn't the type to get caught up in such bothersome stuff. She said that she'd get paid for it. It's quite a bit of spending money from what I hear. I see. She was able to pay for that amount of games with what she saved up from there. But that... wouldn't you call that a part-time job? Isn't that against school policy? There's a clause that states family businesses are excluded. Is that what she's calling it? So what now? Pass on the club today? So... we're done today, I guess? Wouldn't it be fine even without the club president? Let's do this! I opened the club logger and began searching for the deduction game from that ever-growing pile of games. Ah, here it is. The deduction game from yesterday. Man, I had to stop just as I was getting the hang of it. At the very least, I wanted to repay Satoko for what she did during the afternoon break. I do not mind. Is that fine for Renaissance and Rika? If Keiichi-kun wants to so badly, I wouldn't mind playing for a bit. I think it's better if we do it when we have everyone together. When she says it like that... I wanted to go shopping if there wasn't a club meeting today. We can buy soy sauce and other things. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. Well, I guess since it's been a while, I should go treasure hunting. What's this now? Everyone is no longer in the mood for club activities? I kept on trying to push the matter. It may make them realize I had a trick up my sleeve. Oh well, I'll give up this time. Man, I was really looking forward to playing it. I shuffled through the cards as if I was still caught up on it. At the next opportunity, I shall give you a sound thrashing. Skeleton emoji. Alright. The murderer is Satoko. The murder weapon is the pistol. It was you after all. What did you say? Then I'll just... Satoko looked through the cards on the desk and stuck out 3 of them at me. The murderer is Keiichi. In the lounge with the rope. I don't need no rope. I'll just strangle you like this. No! Keiichi-san is being a beast. Well, I guess it's good that I got that out of my system. Ah, I'll remember this, Keiichi-san. She was used as a plaything for quite a while. How unfortunate. Cute, cute. Everyone got ready to go back home. Oops. I also helped gather up the scattered cards. I suddenly paused. They're just the suspect cards, but I noticed something strange. Rena, Satoko, Rika, Keiichi, Mion. Satoshi? Satoshi? Not all the cards are made by us. Or at least every card besides this one has the name of a club member. Does this mean that this Satoshi fellow is a member? Was there someone in the class named Satoshi? I couldn't find anyone named Satoshi on the class roster stuck up on the wall. Keiichi-kun, let's hurry up and finish cleaning. Being rushed by Rena, I finished up quickly. Satoko and Rika-chan had already headed merrily back to their lockers, so we were the only ones left in the classroom. Right now, Rena had already gotten her bag and was ready to leave. Rena. There must be quite a few people who transfer out of this school, right? I tried asking Rena in a bit of a roundabout way. Rena made a troubled face and then answered. Yeah. Inamizawa is a rural town, right? Some people transfer out every now and then. And is Satoshi another one of those transfers? Sorry. I don't really know. There was a bit of a pause, but the answer was pretty much immediate. I'm not saying it to be mean. Just last year, I transferred in. So maybe I just missed him. So I didn't hear much about him. Sorry. I'm not sure. Sorry. Her answer was a lot like when she refused to tell me about the murder at the dam. I was saddened by her denial, and felt a little bit of anger. I'm their friend, aren't I? Friends don't keep secrets from their friends, do they? Though I do appreciate that they kept the unsettling curse thing from me. But if everyone is worried about it, I'd rather be worried with them. That's what it means to be friends, right? For a moment, I wondered just what kind of face I was making just then, with these mixed feelings of sadness and annoyance. Keiichi-kun, you're making a scary face. Why is it? Why? It was probably exactly the kind of face Rena said it was. It appeared my grim expression had frightened her. Sorry. I was really looking forward to the club today. I'm just feeling down a bit. I rustled Rena's hair. Let's go home. Dragging that awkward mood with us, we headed home. I haven't seen the anime or game? Oh dang, I've only seen the anime. But I've had multiple people tell me in my chat now that the anime is disappointing in comparison to the game, so I'm looking forward to playing the rest of the game. I've only liked it so far. I wonder why. Why have I been getting this dumb feeling lately? I don't know anything. I had nothing to worry about. I was just enjoying my everyday life. My long outstretched shadow gave me no answer to my naive inquiry. Yes, game is so peak. It's been good so far. It's been so good. I have the whole collection, but we're only on chapter 1. We have like 10 more after these. Keiichi-kun, are you tired maybe? Maybe? Oh, I wonder if I'm tired. Did we not just talk about not going to sleep last night? Rena timidly questioned my reason behind my mood. I'm sure my expression made the situation even more unsettling. You think so? Yeah. You seem to have been a little out of it ever since this morning. Maybe a cold? Physically, I was pretty sure I was in perfect health. It may not seem like it, but I've had perfect attendance since elementary school. Rena continued on since I didn't give her an answer. Could be the fatigue from moving has finally caught up to you. It's completely different from where we used to live after all. Of course you've gotten tired since there's so much you need to get used to and remember. Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, it has to be. Rena was also like that at first too. I can tell, you know? You know? I wondered if Rena was also experienced the slight bit of alienation last year that I was feeling right now. Thinking so, I felt that she was the only one who could understand how I felt. I'd like to hear about when you first came to Hinamizawa. How was it? Feeling I had been drawn into the conversation, her face suddenly brightened. It was the same as Keiichi-kun. I didn't know the villagers' names at all. Mi-chan and the rest are all very kind, so I wasn't lonely. But I did still feel a little out of place. Rena told me all the details of when she had moved here. All of her first acquaintances and surprises, worries and good times. So, Satoko got you too? Yeah. There was a thumbtack put on my chair. Poke. Then that, yeah. That really takes me back. When you were invited to the club, the first day? Nah. There wasn't a club at the beginning. It was formed partway through. One day, she said we should stay after and hold a big game tournament. Come to think of it, Yoon did say she was the first club president. Now I get it. This is a secret, but Mi-chan used to be really bad at the beginning. She'd never win. Huh? Mion, really? I couldn't even imagine that. She had to do most of the penalties that she came up with. Seriously, don't tell. I can't believe Mion was like that. So she gradually transformed into a monster who used any means necessary to win during that time. Mion is at her best when she's fighting dirty. I began making more friends besides Mi-chan after that. But yeah, it might have only been since he moved here that I finally felt like I had gotten used to it here. I guess Rena I'd also been left in the dark about Oyashiro-sama when she had just moved here. I guess when they finally told me about Oyashiro-sama, I'd be considered one of them. I wonder when I'll finally be considered one of them. Huh? Did you say something? No, sorry. Just talking to myself. Keiichi-kun, you're silly. Ren was poking fun and laughing at me, but I couldn't help but laugh as well. But I suddenly stopped. Then, after making up my mind, I spoke. Hey, Rena. Is there something everybody is keeping from me? Huh? No, not at all. You're lying, aren't you? Rena suddenly stopped. Her expression was cold and intense. What do you mean by that, Keiichi-kun? Her tone was still the same cheery and lighthearted one as before. You are, aren't you? Keeping something from me. After understanding what I meant, her expression grew even more intense. Seeing that face, I regretted saying something so rash. But she came back to me in a way I didn't expect. Well then, Keiichi-kun. Aren't you keeping something from us? Huh? Her tone didn't change. It was the first time I'd seen this expression from Rena. With how her gaze pierced through me, I couldn't believe this was the same Rena. Aren't you? Lies or secrets? Aren't you? You are. Secrets. She didn't actually say that part, but she looked as if she did. The incident with Tomitake-san. Now I felt alienated from the group. Even without having to think about it, there were things I knew that I felt guilty about. But I didn't tell everyone about what happened with Tomitake-san, to be considerate. I was keeping it a secret, just the same way they didn't tell me about Oyashiro-sama. Then, aren't we even? No, I'm not. No lies, nor secrets. Liar. Her answer was instant and it shook me. Rena stared as if burrowing through me, watching me like a hawk. Why would you say I'm lying? Didn't you say that you were called into the teacher's room yesterday during the club meeting, Keiichi-kun? I know. You didn't go to the teacher's room. I swallowed hard. It clearly wasn't a bluff. She knew what happened. The teacher said you had a guest, didn't she? But you didn't talk at the entrance. You talked outside the car, near the school gate. With some man we don't know. Rena knew everything. She knew I was called out by Oishi-san. And that I heard about the incident with Tomitake-san as well. Did she know all of it? Exactly who is that man? I don't know him. Why does someone you don't know have business with you? I want to know that myself. Then what did you talk about? It has nothing to do with you guys. It was a lie. Lies! Rena's scream echoed through the trees, sending frightened birds into the air. I couldn't exhale a deep breath I had just taken. No, it was like I wasn't allowed to exhale. It was here I first realized. The person in front of me? She wasn't Rena Ryugu. Then who was it that was standing before me now? Who had assumed Rena Ryugu's appearance? I held my breath for so long I could feel myself suffocating. Right? And then she made a final facial expression that Rena normally might have made. It didn't matter that it was Rena's usual smile. It chilled me to the bone. She drew closer to me. I felt her breath against my face. It wasn't the least bit exciting. Whoever this was with Rena's face was going to chew my nose right off. I cowered as I imagined that. Then, she smirked as if she was able to see right through me. We also have secrets. Just like how Keiichi-kun has secrets. It was Rena's usual smile, but her eyes were still like that of a hawk. Bringing her face close enough to mine to almost bump into my nose, she kindly persuaded me. I couldn't nod or shake my head. The person standing in front of me, this person who looked like Rena, frightened me to my core. I was terrified knowing that she could hear the sound of my swallowing nervously. After what felt like an eternity, after a long empty silence, she finally spoke. Let's go. It's getting chilly. It was Rena again. Smiling at me once more, she started walking as if nothing had happened. When I was released from her gaze, my legs gave out from under me and I slumped onto the ground. I wasn't able to lift a finger until Rena was out of sight. Who was that? I felt cold. My body was drenched in sweat. I was finally able to form a coherent thought and ask myself once again. Who was that person? Who looked like Rena Ryugu? Chapter over? That was so quick! Unless it's not? There's more. I was out of it and I couldn't bring myself to do anything until dinner except stare blankly into space. Was I terrified from Rena going off on me? No, that's not right. That was someone else who only looked like Rena. Then who could it have been? It was a dreadful feeling. Knowing that that was someone else, not Rena. So tomorrow I shouldn't have a problem talking to Rena like I usually do. That thought was strangely comforting. I concluded that I should just calm down and clear my head. Though those thoughts continued swirling around in my mind. Finally, I returned to my senses, and I heard my mother calling out to me from the bottom of the steps. Keiichi! It's a call from the bookstore! Bookstore? Can't think of why they'd be calling me. I went downstairs and picked up a receiver anyways. My apologies for calling so late at night. It's me, Oishi, from Okinomiya Bookshop. Oishi-san? Oh, it's Oishi-san! Sorry. Since your parents picked up, I said I was from the bookstore. Puts people off when I say I'm a police officer. Oishi-san was in his own way rather courteous. Even so, I didn't want my parents hearing me talk to the police. I brought the cordless phone with me as I dashed up to my room on the second floor. Sorry for calling so late. The phone number on the piece of paper I gave you yesterday was an old number. My apologies. Can you copy down the number I'm about to give you? Yeah. Okay. He gave me the number for the direct line as I wrote it down. I thought that was the end of it, but he began making pointless small talk, and it was pretty hard to hang up. So how's it been, Mayabara-san? Anything strange happened recently? I see. This was the real reason. You really beat around the bush there. His adult conversational skills left me slack-jawed. Are you from around here, Oishi-san? Yeah, I am. Born and raised in Okinomiya. If he's from around here, he might know. Oishi-san. Do you know what this Onikakushi thing is about? I believe that's when somebody suddenly vanishes because they've been abducted by a demon. It's a special saying around here. It has the same meaning as spirited away like everyone else says. Whereas my friends would say they don't know when I asked, this older man gave me a direct answer. It made me a bit happy that he answered me directly without trying to hide anything. Inamizawa was, not sure if I should tell you this, Mayabara-san. Don't try to play this off. If you're not going to talk, then I'm not going to tell you anything. Oh, no. That's not what I meant. It's just, it may make you feel bad. You see, long ago, Hinamizawa was feared as the village where demons reside. Demons? By demons, you mean those pitchfork-carrying things in hell? More like human-eating monsters. They'd go down to villages, snatching people up and gobbling them down. That kind of tale. Demons snatching up people is what this Onikakushi really means. They said that the curse and being demoned away happened together. What does that mean? I already know about the mysterious deaths happening 5 years in a row. But I didn't know where the people disappearing for those same 5 years. The curse and being demoned away happened together? First time I'm hearing that. Is that how it is, Mayabara-san? That's what I want to know. I heard Rena and Momoyon talking. They said that if it's really Oishiro-sama's curse, then both the curse and the demoning away would happen. Oishi-san began hemming and hawing on the other end of the receiver. Oh, hemming, not hamming. So what's hamming mean? What does it mean to ham? But I still also don't know what hemming and hawing means either, so it doesn't matter that much. Maybe something about that came to mind? Mayabara-san. Do you know the first incident? The murder with the dismemberment. Yeah? One of the 6 perpetrators is still on the run, right? Hypothetically. What if he isn't on the run, but was demoned away? Huh? It was an outrageous hypothesis from Oishi-san. The incident 4 years ago was a particularly ghastly one. The police already knew the perpetrators, so they posted tons of wanted posters with his face on them. They staked out various locations and investigated every possible escape route he had. But after 4 years, there wasn't even a hint of where he might be. Unless the police were completely incompetent. Even if it was outrageous hypothesis, I couldn't simply laugh it off. Then what about the incident next year? The man who supported the project and his wife both died in an accident. Well, actually, it was only the husband who died in an accident. His wife's body never surfaced. Unless we find the body, then it's considered a missing person by law. At the time of the incident, with the river below the cliff being muddy rapids, the police divers had searched every branch off the main stream of the river for dozens of miles, but in the end, they weren't able to find the body. But that's just them not being able to find the body. She's still dead, right? Isn't it different from her being demoned away? We cannot say something is dead without their body. Until a certain number of years pass, by law, she's treated as still alive. I'm not sure if it's right to call that being demoned away. The wife is missing. At least that part was reality. How about the 3rd year? The Shinto priest died of illness, and his wife committed suicide? Mayabara-san. That's actually the exact same scenario. The wife had supposedly thrown herself into the bottomless marsh deep in the forest around Hinamizawa. Meaning, it's all circumstantial evidence. They simply found her suicidal note in front of the marsh. The diver was able to recover a few remnants, but they weren't able to find a body. The investigative headquarters believed that she had faked her death and is still alive somewhere. But I'm not sure if she could call these cases being demoned away. It's just as you said, every year, one person does go missing. The incident this year, the woman with Tomitake-san, has gone missing. Then what about the incident with the housewife beaten to death? Who went missing? I believe the perpetrator was caught, right? Yeah, we arrested him. He was just a miscreant with record of narcotics abuse. He admitted to the crime while being questioned about a different incident. But, you see, after he was arrested, a child from the victim's home went missing. It's still under investigation as to whether the disappearance has anything to do with the crime. But you said you caught him, right? Did he have an accomplice? No idea. It's considered a separate case. Moreover, we can't even check now. Because while under investigation, that man, he died in his holding cell. He swallowed a spork and choked to death. It's not known whether it was an accident or a suicide. Meaning, for the last 5 years, there's always one person who dies and one person who goes missing. That's about right. No, actually, I'm surprised as well. I never realized they had that in common. I couldn't believe that this could help lead to the closing of those incidents. It was just something they had in common. Could it be that those demoned away have something in common? Oishi-san mumbled as he seemed to be thinking about it. So I summarized the events. First year was the dam employee. Second year was the wife of the dam project supporter. Third year was the wife of the Shinto priest. Fourth year was the victim's family child. And the fifth year was the victim's girlfriend, I guess. Doesn't seem that there's anything that connects them. With the exception of the first year's wife and girlfriend, those do stand out. It does seem like there's a lot. And that means fourth year's victim's child was different. It would have really stood out if they were all married couples, except it's not just married couples, but parents and children as well. Come to think of it, I think Tomitake-san also told me the younger brother's alive and has moved, if I recall correctly. The child that went missing in the fourth year, who are they? Apparently he was quite mature, 1 year older than you. His name was Satoshi Hojo-san. Satoshi? I remember that name. Didn't they tell me Satoshi transferred out last year? He was at your school up until last year. Didn't they tell you about him? Come to think of it, when I transferred in, I believe they said my seat belonged to a recent transfer student. Then, where I sat, once belonged to the one who was demoned away. It was his seat? I recalled a cold sensation that came from that desk. It made my hair stand on end. This string of mysterious deaths. No. Oyashiro-sama's curse. I now knew how it connected to me. That chilling sensation. It was the feeling of Oyashiro-sama caressing the back of my neck. Oyashiro-sama's curse, huh? Could Oyashiro-sama's curse really exist? In all honesty, I was beginning to believe it. I was scared. That was why I wanted to say it was a plot crafted by man and not the work of a curse. But the more I dug into it, the less likely that seemed. No, the more I dug, the more mysterious it became. I kept digging. Eventually, I'd reached the point where I learned something I really shouldn't know. To either be none the wiser, or to seek an answer I may regret. Which one would I be happier with? Maybe it'll be me next time. My execution could only be delayed 1 year. That was when I remembered. Rena. Rena said she may be next victim of the curse. You mean Rena Ryugu-san? She transferred in last year. She's your classmate, isn't she? These incidents really might be a bit too disturbing for a girl. She's not just scared, is she? It wasn't that. She said it might be her next. She said it in a way that made me think she had concrete reason behind it. Felt like she was convinced. Almost as if, you could say, she was frightened. Her sudden change in demeanor. That someone who looked like Rena, but wasn't Rena, that might be unrelated. All the strange things that I felt from Rena today came back to me. I see. And I'll be doing a bit of investigating on this end. Please continue your observations of Ryugu-san, Maebara-san. Are you asking me to keep Rena under surveillance? That's not what I mean, Maebara-san. I just want you to watch out for your friend so she doesn't end up like the next victim. At that moment, just as my mouth was agape because I was so impressed with his mature, clever way with words. Hold on. Not punching sounds. A sudden knock on the door sent my heart racing. An instant, I had pointlessly covered up the end of the receiver. Keiichi! Get the door, please! On the other side of the door, I heard my father's holly upbeat voice. What could it be? It's so late. Sorry, my dad just came in. Can we leave it at this for tonight? Yeah. My apologies again for calling so late. If you find out anything else, please let me know. I'll tell you if I can make any progress on this end. Well then, have a pleasant evening. Keiichi, hurry up and open up! Daddy's got his hands full. What is Dad doing? I stayed in the same position while on the phone the whole time, so my joints were aching. When I opened the door, I saw my father was standing there with a tray. On that tray, cookies and 2 cups of black tea. Fairly fancy spread for our household. There was even sugar and lemon slices on the side. Everything you could ask for. This was quite the show of hospitality. What's going on, Dad? What's all this for? Come now, don't play around, Keiichi. I'm coming in. Dad was in high spirits and had a smirk on his face. But for my entire life, I've never seen him act this hospitable. What had gotten into him? So, what were you talking about? I jumped. It's not something I had to keep from my father. But how could I explain to him I was talking to a detective? I'm assuming he was, this late at night. Nothing much. Just a friend. I don't mean the phone. She was here, wasn't she? Rena-chan. She wasn't here. Come now, don't try and keep it from me. She just came over to play. You two were chatting away, so I thought I'd bring some tea. It looks like I just missed her. I had no idea what Dad was talking about, but a cold sweat dripped down my back. How long were we talking? Rena-chan went upstairs half after. So it was close to an hour, I guess? You saw her come up to the 2nd floor? Yeah, I did. I also told her that your room was down... I also told her that your room was the door down the hall up the stairs. Rena came to my house about an hour ago. Dad met her at the door, called out to me on the 2nd floor. Probably didn't hear him because I was so focused on the conversation with Oishi-san. I didn't reply. But he knew I was in my room, so he had her come inside. Then told her my room was on the 2nd floor. She thanked my dad and went upstairs. Then about an hour passed. She passed by my dad just as he was bringing tea and left. She came upstairs. About an hour passed. Then passed by my dad and returned home. Then, after she came upstairs and until she left, where was Rena? There was only a short hallway between my room and the stairs. Meaning, Rena had, for about an hour, in the hall... No, she couldn't have been standing in front of my door the whole time. The door to my room wasn't particularly thick. You could easily hear everything being said inside. All the ominous things and all the nonsense I spoke to Oishi-san about began rushing through my head. Honey, don't tease him. More importantly, you need to clean up your studio. It's a mess again. Mom yelled up at Dad from downstairs. Dad left the tray with me and went downstairs with a disappointed chortle. I followed my dad out of the room with my eyes. I looked down at the floor around the doorway where Rena might have stood all that time. Just now, I was talking to Oishi-san with my back turned. Rena was standing a mere 6 feet away. The whole time. All that time? In this dimly lit doorway? What did she see? What did she hear? For what reason? As the steam from the 2 teacups ominously wafted and twisted, the aroma of black tea filled my room. Suspicious! Creepy! That's it? That's all? I want to know what happens next! No! I want to read another chapter! No! Okay, I'll save. I'm gonna save a second time. I'm gonna save a third time. No, I want to know what happens next! No! Who TF is Oishi? It's like a cop detective guy. He's investigating a recent death Oh, Keiichi is about to die, lol. The feds? Yeah, what a cliffhanger. Congrats. I did it! Quite a bit. There were actually a couple of arcs that didn't get animated. Ooh, so we're gonna know everything about Higurashi when we cry when we're done. That Runa is a spy? I know! That creep she is! Great idea. Beer-kun? Beer-kun? Who? But Essie, it's already late and you have to go to work tomorrow. Not only do I have to go to work tomorrow, but I have to go to work early tomorrow. It's okay, it's okay. Have to wrap soon? I know, we gotta go soon. Okay. We gotta go soon. I don't want to though, it's so fun. Tragic. The story is getting good now. We spent so many hours just chilling and having fun with our new friends, but now it's getting good. I don't want to go. Oh my goodness. In that case, thanks for the stream and rest well. Yeah, thank you for being here. I hope that you can rest well too. Hope you sleep well and have sweet dreams. Thank you, thank you. Wasn't Rena the one who walked off into the woods by herself? I mean, probably, yeah. I'll miss you now. I'll miss you guys more. Hey, you're right. We're just before the dominoes fall. Yes, yes, yes. I spent 20 minutes because I was late. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's not bad. You're okay. It's okay if you're late. We're here together now, and that's the best part. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for the company, UMG a tree. Hey, I see any plan for August? Can we do an August Underground watch along for August? Maybe you can do that. What else it is in August? Like April Fools? I think I do need to go to bed. I think I do need to go to sleep. I think I need to leave. I think I need to go. April Fools in August? August Fools? Thanks for the stream. Thank you for the company. I am the latest. I missed everything. No, you're okay. You're here now. At least we get to chat with each other. Hi, Vtuber Premium VIP. Happy to have you in my stream tonight. You're the best. We all hope that you have a great day at work. Please be safe and well. I'll do my best to be safe, yeah. Yeah, sleep well. August Fool's Day. I quit. I'll save you. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't. The only person I'm allowed to rely on to give me money is the company I currently work for. August is Christmas? Christmas is next month? Did you guys already buy my gift? Did you wrap it yet? What did you get me? Thank you for the stream. Thank you for the company, Aru. It's always sad that I can't talk to you guys as much during the reading streams, but I feel like it's for the sake of the story, it's best I only look at the story for most of the time. It's for the immersion. Sending hugs. Thank you. It's Christmas because we always get to be with you, Essie. No, the gift is always being with you guys. Eye-catching? There's Halloween? Oh my gosh, Halloween's my favorite holiday. I hope that we can have a fun October. I'll probably find some spooky games for us to play. And we probably won't be done with Higurashi by then, so we'll probably be getting up to that too. We get pretty immersed too. I don't know. I feel like I ruin it because I suck at this. I'm really bad at reading and I can't read any of the words right. I feel like I messed it up for you guys. It's all good. We understand and wish you all the best. Thanks for the stream, Essie. Have a good night. And remember, this game is 24 years old. It's only younger than the PS2 by 2 years. Don't worry, it's still a little baby. Its brain's not even fully developed. Auguster Sunday. Christmas in Japan? I think that Japan has Christmas on Christmas too, though, right? Feel like we're in this game for half a year? I know. Hype for KH4. Kingdom Hearts 4? I never got into Kingdom Hearts, and it's never something that's interested me because I've never cared that much about Disney. I care so little about Disney that I don't even remember that Disney is named Disney. But I never cared that much about it. I'm not sure it's something I'll ever get into. I'm going in August? Oh, you're going to Japan in August? Is that what you're doing? Oh, man, I wish I could come. Man, I want a vacation out of the country, away from my home. I don't know what I'd do with Termite, though. I don't know if I'd be able to bring Termite with me. I might have to, like, bring him to like a pet hotel or something. If pet hotels exist. As he's getting close to the end of chapter 1, we're almost there. I don't know how much longer we have, because I heard the game is like, at least this chapter can be like 10 hours long. I'm not sure how many hours you've completed so far though. Because if we do about 2 hours every stream, I guess a decent amount over 2 hours every stream, we should be almost done at this point. Sorry if I've been gone for a while. Grand Blue Relink has a DLC and I've been taking my free time. Well, no, it's okay. As long as you're having fun, right? I'm happy you're having a good time. After you have lots of fun. As he's getting close to the end of chapter 1. No, you're fine. We love your voice and reading skills. It's okay. Maybe you could leave Termite with your parents? My mother lives like 15 hours away. Hotels are a thing? That would be cool if so. I don't know, I'm making stuff up. 10 hours? Yeah. It's a pretty long one. I guess not really long, but I just love you. As you love me, I love you guys. Well, we wish you all the best regardless. My vet had some service for pets. I had to leave my dog in a vet when I flew out of state for a surgery. Oh, gotcha. I guess Taco is out of the question then? Yeah. Taco also lives probably about 10 hours. 15 hours away. I'm thinking 10 hours because we're talking about how long the game is. The hotels are a thing? Oh, so it's not just in Movie Star Planet. Okay. Just be careful of the cockroaches. The cockroaches. I don't think my family has cockroaches in their home. And I haven't seen any cockroaches in mine. I just came back after the doctor's visit. We ending already? Yeah, I have to go to bed soon. I hope that your doctor's appointment went well. I'm giving my prayers. Thank you. It's only 4 letters, but it's so hard to say. What is? That's good. Yeah. I'm gonna go to bed soon though. I have to get up extra early tomorrow because I have to go to work extra early tomorrow. I might get out an hour early, so we'll see about that. I might be able to take a relaxing stroll home instead of a speedy one, so we'll see about it. We'll see. Pray emoji. I'm looking forward to being able to continue the story next week. I'm looking forward to it. I'm super excited. Again, it's finally picking up. I can't wait. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Same time, 6 p.m., not a.m. I'm sorry, people who maybe stopped by in the morning and saw that it was supposed to start at 6 a.m. I did not mean a.m. I meant to type p.m. But tomorrow's stream is at the same time today, 6 p.m. We're gonna play Master Duel. I didn't know there was a second event for us to participate in, so I didn't think about it or make a thumbnail that was supposed to go with it. So we're probably just gonna hang out in ranked. And I'm kind of still feeling Pearly. I feel like I haven't played Pearly in so long. I've just been focusing on Cool 2, and I want to play Pearly a little more. Gonna wait 12 hours for you? No, go do something. Go do something. You can fill up your time. It's okay. Maybe get some rest. That's probably good for you. Wish you all the best. Yeah, thank you. All right, I'll stop stalling now. I'm gonna have to go to bed. I just don't want to because I like staying here. Lies is the most famous scene in Higurashi. So we already did the big part. Everything beyond this is obscure and we're pretty much a professional. Perfect. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In so long. I should get back on it, but my Dark Lords aren't there yet. Oh no, maybe soon. Okay, but I gotta stop stalling. I gotta stop procrastinating, ending my stream. I'm gonna go to bed soon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the company. I hope you had a good time because I did too. And I'm gonna see you soon. Take care until then. I love you and I'm gonna miss you. Thank you again for the company and the support. I will see you soon. And also, again, I will also love you and also I will miss you. And bye. And mwah. Bye.